From Hargeisa, Somaliland, this is CBA. Welcome to CBA News in Brief with me, Abdillahi Hassan. The mediation committee that volunteered to resolve the electoral dispute between the government and the opposition parties announced their recommendation today. It recommended dismissing the controversial electoral commission, which was sworn in just last month. The committee reasoned that the electoral commission has associated itself with controversy from day one. The committee further called for reinstating the previous electoral commission because of their experience in conducting elections. The committee claimed that they had met with the sides of the dispute 5 times and that their recommendation is considers the arguments of both sides. However, the committee did not meet with President Musa Bihi, whom the opposition parties consider the other side of the dispute. In their last meeting with the mediation committee, the opposition parties asserted that their disagreement is with President Bihi and not with Kulmiya party. The committee, however, told opposition parties that they had the arguments and the propositions of Kulmiya party. The meeting ended without any breakthrough, as the opposition parties did not recognize Kulmiya party as the decision maker in this disagreement. Jubaland's President Ahmed Islam Madoobe has traveled back to Kismaayo after a long trip to Nairobi, where he met Somalia's international community and members of the opposition. Madoobe, who spoke to the media after landing at Abdillahi Hassan International Airport, said he has met officials from Kenya's security team and discussed with them ways to strengthen the fight against Al-Shabaab. Jubaland State President and a delegation of senior government officers have been received at Abdillahi Hassan International Airport after a long and unprecedented trip to Nairobi, Kenya. Madoobe's Monday arrival from Kenya is his trip to Nairobi since he was re-elected as president of Jubaland State in September. President of the federal government of Somalia, Mohamed Abdullahi Farmajo, rejected Madoobe's victory in September 2019, accusing Kenya of forcibly imposing him on the people of Jubaland. Reports indicate that Somaliland authorities have arrested former Abdillahi spy chief Mukhtar Sheikh Subane in Wachala town bordering with Ethiopia. Local media citing media and communication advisor to President Mustafa Umar of Ethiopian Somali region said Mukhtar Sheikh Subane was apprehended in collaboration with Somaliland security agencies. He is accused of crimes related to gross human rights violations, targeted executions, kidnappings, and countless other crimes, including the targeting of different ethnic groups and places of worship on the last days of Abdillahi regime in Ethiopia and Somali region. Mukhtar Subane was a former ONLF fighter before surrendering to former President Abdillahi, where he rose through the ranks to spy chief. He was also in the wanted list of the Ethiopian Federal Prosecutor's Office, among other Abdillahi close associates. Recently, Hassan Dere, the former chair Ogaden chief, was also captured in Puntland state of Somalia. The Heritage Institute for Policy Annual Forum for Ideas has officially commenced in Djibouti on Monday. The event is graced by more than 150 participants from the wider Horn of Africa region. The forum was officially opened by the Djibouti Minister for Islamic Affairs, Culture and Endowment, His Excellency Mumin Hassan Barre. Over 180 prominent political, business and academic leaders from across the Horn of Africa and across the world are taking part this year's annual forum for Ideas, whose theme is human capital development. The event was graced by, among other dignitaries, Somalia's Foreign Affairs Minister Ahmed Isa Awad, Minister for Finance Abdurrahman Duala Bailey, the President of the Somali region of Ethiopia, among other invited guests from Kenya, Somalia, Ethiopia and Djibouti. An exhibition organized by Somalia and Turkey officially kicked off Sunday, attracting hundreds of participants, including business leaders from all sectors of agriculture. Among those attending was Turkish Ambassador to Somalia Mehmet Yilmaz, who said he was pleased to participate in the Somali-Turkish Agricultural Expo, the first of its kind in the country. Somalis eager to get into the lucrative agriculture business thronged the summit, which ends today to learn how they can improve their yields and tap into the international market. Somalia's Minister for Labour and Social Affairs, Sadiq Warfa, called for Turkey's assistance to help Somalia realize its potential in agriculture, which will provide jobs for many youth. The bilateral trade volume between the two countries stood at $187 million in 2018. Turkey made $180 million in exports to Somalia, while $6 million corresponded to Somalia's exports to Turkey. Somaliland's government has responded to the formation of a new rebel group in Buhodle district of Togdheer region. The Minister of Public Works and Housing, Abdillahi Hassan, said the insurgency declared in Buhodle is a business venture undertaken by war profiteers. The minister called it the new insurgency group announced in Buhodle as a private initiative led by people seeking fortune. He added that the group is led by individuals who are seeking profit and are funded by individuals in Mogadishu and Addis Ababa. Minister Abdillahi Hassan said the Buhodle district had in the past suffered from the scourge of war, with hundreds of people losing their lives and hampered development. He lamented that people from outside Buhodle often took Buhodle a base for their individually motivated violent adventures. The minister said it was time for the people of Buhodle to resist the individuals who want to drag them to a war with their neighbors. He said it is unacceptable that few individuals to take the whole district of Buhodle hostage for their own private gain. This came just a day after a rebel group named SSC was announced in Buhodle, and its leaders vowed to unite what they call the Sol, Sanaag and Ain regions in an administration independent of Somaliland. Thank you for joining us. That was our news in brief. Stay tuned for our full and more detailed news coverage with Jonas Deco.